Hello everyone, it's kind of late night right now and I can't go to sleep, so I decided to get on here and make a video. And right now I'm wearing a dashiki that I purchased from africaimports.com, but anyway, that's not the reason why I came on here to make this video. The reason why I came on here to make this video is I wanted to share with you all how I left the Christian faith. Now, my earliest exposures to Christianity is when I believe I was 4 or 5 years old, because back then I was placed in a foster home after I was separated from my family for little over a year. And the foster home that I was placed in was actually a family of Jehovah's Witnesses. And shortly after becoming accustomed to their home, I began to become instructed in the Christian faith. Now, the foster family that I was placed with, the foster mom who I was placed with, she was a phenomenal foster parent. She was not in it for the money. She did not abuse or neglect the children who was placed in her home. But she was a devout Christian. And, you know, Jehovah's Witnesses, some of the practices that even as a child kind of confused me back then was, you know, not celebrating your birthday, not celebrating holidays. If you need a blood transfusion or any type of certain types of medical procedures, they're against. But fast forward back to after I left her, I was reunited with my family, and the family that I was born in was more of a talk the talk but not walk the walk. You know, my family identifies as Baptist Christians, but as far as devoutly practicing Christianity, no, that's not my family. But growing up, I remember going to church and practicing Christianity was definitely encouraged. And when I became a teenager, I wanted to begin to take Christianity seriously. I was looking for a home church, although prior to this, I joined two churches, because the churches that I joined, in order to join those churches, you had to become baptized. Now, for those of you who are watching this video who do not know what baptism is a Christian ritual where you're submerged in water. And the significance of this ritual is that when you come up from the water, you're cleansed of all of your sins, and any wrongdoing that you did, you're all forgiven of it. And in order for me to join those churches, I had to be baptized. But when those churches that I joined, I actually didn't feel like they were my church family. So when I was in my teenage years, I began to look for a church family. And as I went on my journey to look for a specific church to go to, that's when I started to get an awakening. And, you know, I remember back then asking questions to my family and friends about the Christian faith, and they were very serious, critically thinking questions, because I've always had a curious mind, and it seemed like no one could answer those questions. Even I remember sitting down talking to the clergy at one of the churches that I joined, and they couldn't answer those questions in a way that was satisfying to me. So that's when I began to even ask more questions. And my journey led me to go on the internet and search for answers. And when I went to the internet, that's when I began to decide that, you know, maybe this is Christianity is not something for me. Maybe this religion is actually made up, like many people say this. Because I was going on YouTube, watching videos of YouTubers who left the Christian faith, videos of people who actually had some substantial critiques of Christianity. And when I turned 16, that's when I said, that's when decided to officially identify myself as an atheist. And I did so with a lot of scrutiny of family and friends. It took them a while to come around to actually come to terms with it and accept it, but no matter what, I didn't care what anyone thinks. I remain steadfast in my beliefs, and till this day I still do. And I wanted to share with you all, especially not just, well, it's people in my generation who they don't go as far as identifying as atheists, but they no longer identify as Christians and practice the Christian faith. I mean, today you won't find a voluntary young audience going to a place of worship, specifically Christianity. For the most part, the young people that you find attending these churches today go there involuntarily from a friend or a family member who forces them to go to church. But that's my rant. And if you like this video, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram at Dimitriology. And if you want to know more, for me to go more in detail, then send me a message and let me know, and I'll be more than happy to make a video for you guys.